Ready? We together. Good morning, everybody. It's so wonderful to be here. We are here to announce the celebration event surrounding Martin Luther King and the holiday celebration. I want to welcome Reverend Norwood Thompson, Jr., who is the co-chair of the MLK Holiday Planning Commission, as well as all of the MLK Planning Commission members who are with us today. Thank you all so much for the incredible work that you have done over the many years. Deputy Mayor Judy Reese-Morse, Tyrone Walker, Michael Ruffin, who have helped plan this event with the commission members, and, of course, the partner organizations Recreating the Environmental Ability to Live, REAL, UTNO, the New Orleans Public Library, Hands on New Orleans, and others. The theme this year for 2014 is the beloved community. One mind, one body, one spirit. It's about unity and reconciliation. According to Dr. King, the beloved community referred to reconciliation and redemption, a place where brotherhood all is a reality. Dr. King said, "We are tied together in a single garment of destiny, caught in an inescapable network of mutuality. Human beings are dependent on one another." And New Orleans, to live in the spirit of Dr. King, must come together to form that beloved community that Dr. King spoke about. Unconditional love for each other. Unconditional love is not always easy love.
That's right. That's right.
We always have conflict, but unconditional love means that we will always come together in love and not be pulled apart. No matter how difficult our times may be, no matter how high the mountain may become or how low the valley may be, we will straighten all the paths.
Amen.
Amen. 28th anniversary of the MLK holiday. It's an opportunity to reflect, to commit, and then to act.
Amen.
Because you got to get up and you got to walk and to serve. Take one step at a time. Dr. King came from very humble beginnings. He had a deep religious and a moral character. And most importantly, he had the courage to stand up for what was right and what was just and to speak it. And he changed the world because of it. He is a leader that inspired the nation and the world. He was not just a man of faith, he was a man of action. It is about the movement and the message, unity, service, responsibility, and above all, the essence of his message was nonviolence. To do this in a way that brings people together rather than destroys them, and to do it in a way that promotes peace. And as I've said many, many times, we are moving away from a city of violence into a city of peace, which is what NOLA for Life is all about. Really trying to move us into a culture of peace and love in this community so that we can reconcile what history has brought us. We may not all be at fault, but we are all responsible going forward to make it a reality. Dr. King said the choice is not between violence and nonviolence. It is between nonviolence and non-existence. We encourage everybody to participate. The men and women behind me have committed their lives to Dr. King's message, to walk in his path. But they are the ones who are actually doing the work of commemorating his life, not just as a past symbol of what was, but as a message of what has to be, not as just a way of remembering what was, but living the pathway about what has to be going forward and how we're going to do this. And every one of the events, and they are many, and they are robust, that have been put together have been done so with their blood, sweat, and tears, and I am so thankful to them. And Reverend Norwood Thompson, thank you so much as the co-chair, and I'd like you to call you up now to make some comments on behalf of the commission. We have a number of council members with us today. Jackie Clarkson is with us, James Gray is with us, who will speak, and then we'll have Deputy Mayor Judy Reese-Morse close us out. So with that, again, please receive my thanks for the contribution that you all have made to the people of the city, and receive Dr. Norwood Thompson. Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
To our illustrious mayor, and thank him for inviting us here again for the 28th annual Martin Luther King Jr. Federal Holiday Commission, to our council person that's present with us, but mostly to the commission member that have done a superb job this year. I say hats off to them. As you know, each year, the third Monday of January, our nation celebrates Dr. King's birthday. Dr. King, would he have been alive, would have been 85 years old. As the mayor iterated that our theme, the beloved community, mind, body, and spirit. So we encourage all the community to use this day and this opportunity to help us establish a lasting and living community of peace, equality, and justice for all. The beloved community, the reason why we chose that theme King was a dream of Dr. King Jr. to create a world in which all persons can live in peace and harmony. So we invite all our community to participate in this campaign to proclaim and make real the beloved community where you live. One of the things that Dr. King said, too, we live in a world house, a large family, black, white, Easterner, Westerners, Jews, Gentiles, Protestant and Catholic, Muslim and Hindu. He said, either we all going to live together in peace or we all will perish together at food. He told us that the ultimate measure of a man is not where you stand in moments of comfort and conveniency, but where you stand at times of challenges and controversy. With that being said, there is, as the mayor said, there is this year's calendar event. It is many, and my hat's off to this commission. And the reason why I say that, this commission stepped up to the plate. I can say publicly, I want to thank Mrs. Thompson for co-convening this commission in my absence while I was sick.
She was wonderful. Wonderful.
I think she carried to the next spot. So I see, so I do see the lady skin be in charge of this. This event will begin January the 14th. It's the Vanishing Incorporated with the educational series, The Struggle for Civil Rights in Louisiana. This educational will take place at the historical St. James AME Church for 6 p.m. That will start jump this whole event. And then on January the 15th, the Real March, and we call it the Real March, is an acronym for recreating the ability, the environment, and ability to live. Mr. Bertrand Butler, they gather at the A.L. Davis Park, and they will leave there and proceed over to the bus. At the bus, we will have these ladies, Ms. Brunette Thompson, Ms. Bobby Cornish, and a group of young people to meet us there where we will lay wreath flames program. And this year, our emphasis is on the youth. The next day, which will be January the 16th, the New Orleans Public Library, who've been with this commission for quite some time, will bring their program to us at the main library, 219 Loyola, and that will take place at 12 noon. Following that evening, the United Teachers of New Orleans, the Dr. Martin Luther King Choral Concert, and I want to say hats off to our secretary, Ms. Myrtle Johnson, for the work that she has done. The United Teachers will present the annual Martin Luther King musical school choral concert at the Franklin Avenue Baptist Church. And this year, once again, we will have a choir coming all the way from Norway, which we look forward to. And this is one of the highlights. And then we will have some liturgical dancing. So this will take place at 6 p.m. And then the next day, which is Friday, January the 17th, New Orleans is known as a city of jazz. So the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Foundation salute Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. through jazz music. They will bring in local, national, and sometimes international artists to perform. And this will take place at the Dillard University's Lawless Memorial Chapel, and the time for that is 8 p.m. I want to thank Mr. Dan William and everybody connected, Eric, everybody connected with that Jazz and Heritage Festival. Hands on New Orleans and the Women Artists Collective for the MLK Service Project. This will take place Saturday at the Claiborne Community Center. Hands on New Orleans is a group that has been with the national service that was created after the national holiday by President Clinton, and their works all over the country. So we want to thank Mr. Peyton Juno and Hands on New Orleans for being a part of our commission. Ceasefire is in partnership with the Reverend Avery C. Alexander Forum for Action, Social Action Forum. And I see this year Dr. Gregory C. Alexander will have a dialogue on Dr. King, and this will take place at the Ashe Cultural Center. And that's just a portion of it. Let me turn my page and give you the other half of what we got going on. Okay? On Sunday, one of the main events that I love to participate in is the MLK Memorial Service. And hats off to Reverend Marie Galatas Ortiz. Ortiz. All right. Thank you. And I heard they have a beautiful interfaith event planned that would take place at 3 o'clock. Once again, we're back at Dillon University. We want to thank the chaplain, Mr. John Wingate, and also the president, Mr. Kim Wimbrose. Those two young men have opened up Dillon University to us, and we are very happy. The opening day Monday, and I don't want to leave one point, but if I need to bring you, opening day Monday, January the 20th, we always meet at City Hall And that's where our mayor gave his keynote to us into the city and what direction we should go in honoring Dr. King. And there'll be many other participants there. Following that, we leave and we go to the bus where we once again will leave another wreath, and we have a whole lot of folks following us over there. And then Hands on New Orleans will be in Central City, the Opportunity Center. That would be in the evening at the, what place that would be at?
2020
At
Jackson.
20, what is it?
It'll be at 2020 Jackson, Phillip Street entrance.
Okay. And then the 16th annual commemorative art exhibition and speech contest. That's by the National Ways, Charlie. Where Charlie? That's the one.
Saturday, and we're going to be at 8 places.
That's Saturday.
Saturday, yeah.
Charlie, speak real loud on that. You had 8 galleries in the city of New Orleans. Yeah, well, I don't want to read all this. But here, they got our art galleries, and they got speech contests with our children all across the city of New Orleans, and that will take place on the 16th, the 18th. It got so many events going on this year, and I want to thank all. And then I want to leave Dr. Brasher from the Jewish community. Where's she at? Right there, Dr. Brasher. She's come on board, and your event would take place when, Dr. Brasher, again?
Well, we have some things on the Sunday. We have an education and celebration event with the Christian, Jewish, and Muslim communities here in Greater New Orleans, and including a big dinner to which you all are invited.
All right.
And then on Sunday, after the march, we're having a service project. We're working with United States and Hands on New Orleans. It's going to be a cooperative project, again, with Christian, Jewish, and Muslim participants. And we're trying to live out the beloved community.
So you can see that this year, we have a whole lot of activity. Once again, Mr. Mayor, we thank you, and we thank this commission. Now we're going to hear from our...
We're going to put all those on the city's website so everybody can see.
Good.
Working with the memorial this year, Clarence Bickle.
Yeah, and Reverend Clarence Bickman is working along with Reverend Galatas. It's going to be all. We're going to bring now our president.
He's my co-chair.
We're going to bring our president up now.
President Jackie Clarkson and then James Gray, and then we'll bring up Deputy Mayor Judy Reese Morrison, and I'll finish it up.
Thank you, Reverend Thompson, and you're trying to wear us out, right? That's wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and thank you to the commission. Thank all of you standing behind me for you all are doing the work of the Lord. You all are doing the mission of Martin Luther King, of which there is no greater purpose, because we are supposed to be one city, one family, and we are supposed to work across all lines, especially ecumenical and race and gender, and you're doing it. Look at this diversity up here. This is our city. It's what we're all about, and you all are the manifestation and epitome of that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so happy that you all are reaching out to the youth this year. We've done a lot with our youth in this city, and on behalf of the whole city council, I have to tell you, we've been proud to every one of us be a part of this with the administration, with the mayor, to recreate NORD, to recreate opportunities, job training for our youth, to bring back a criminal justice system that could work in coordination so that we can address the problems that are among our youth, prevent some of them. That's what Martin Luther King would want us to do. He would want to see his words in action. He would want to see the results of us caring for what he decided a long time before it was fashionable that we were one. And that is the ultimate. And thank you all. I'm so proud to be a part of it, and I will walk again for the 24th time. Thank you.
Thank you.
You know, Dr. Martin Luther King started for many as a great African-American hero. I always felt a special relationship with him. Martin Luther King, at 16 years old, went to Morehouse College. At 16 years old, I went to Morehouse College. In April of '68, I was a young Marine second lieutenant about to leave for Vietnam. On April 4th, Martin Luther King died, and my wife cried and said she didn't want to bring a baby into this mean, cruel world. And on April 12th, she did bring a baby into this mean, cruel world. My daughter, Cheryl Gray, who was born 8 days after Martin Luther King was killed, and it was a major event in our lives. The world has changed so much since then. And it has changed so much because of the goodwill of a lot of people, both black, white, Jewish, Muslim, and it's a much easier world for some of us. Now, it's still a tough world for many of us, and our debt that we owe to Martin Luther King and all those people who helped change this world to where we are now is to make sure that every kid, regardless of what family he's born into, what his religion is, what his or her sex is, that every kid has an opportunity to have a decent life in this world. And I think we're going to, I think we all feel that commitment, and we're going to hold fast to that. Thank you very much.
Very good, very good, very nice. Very nice.
Excuse me. Good morning, everyone. I know that Mayor Landrieu has thanked each and every one of you, but I asked him for an opportunity just to be able to say thank you again to every single person who serves on this commission on behalf of the entire senior team here at City Hall and the members of the planning team whom Mr. Mayor named earlier. We just want to say thank you to each of you. We have had the opportunity now for 4 years to work with each of you to put this event together every year. And we've gotten to know each other, we've gotten to love each other, we've gotten to respect each other, and it is in nothing but the best of spirit and the greatest example of partnership that we have been able to put this event on every year today. We're so glad to be able to do it again in 2014. You've heard Reverend Thompson read through the list of activities. It is a very robust list, and we're very excited about that. I think that is an example of exactly what this commission is capable of and what is in their hearts and what is in their souls and what they have to offer to the people of New Orleans. And so it is our hope that people will come to all of these events. They've worked so hard to put them together. They have worked to offer them up to the city in peace and in unity and as an example of what Dr. King represented and what he stood for. And it is just our hope that people will come and be with us, particularly on the big day, on Monday, be with us, and then to march with us. We have an opportunity to show what unity looks like, what cooperation looks like, what communication looks like, and what partnership looks like. And so we just invite everyone in the city to be with us, and we will be the show, we will be the symbol, we'll be the sign of what can be in New Orleans. And so thank you, Mr. Mayor, for giving me the chance just to personally, on behalf of our senior team, thank everyone here. And we look forward to all of the events.
Very nice, very nice, very